Hi, here's my vlog for November 8th, 2024. It's currently Saturday, November 9th, 2:02 in the morning. I, um, I, um, Oops, it's spaced out. Yeah, it's so early in the morning because it's like, I got baked. I went over to my mom's house and she gave me these 3 cookies to, like, I guess because I had the fever, the flu. And, she gave me this strong cookie that her friend made, and then a couple that she made, and I had all 3 of them. And then I snipped a nugget off of this plant that I have, and I just smoked it. So I figured that would be the only. I figured I would smoke out of this one plant. One time, just one time. I wouldn't snip anymore. There's still a plant hanging in my mom's garage that I don't snip anymore, so. I think this thing will probably be ready in like a week or two. So, but yeah, I just wanted to know, see if there was there's something special about the weed plants that are in my house, dude. Like whenever I smoke one, it's it's like one level above the weed that I get at the store. It's like there's a psychedelic aspect to it. And I wondered if there would be, and there is. And that's super trippy. Dude, like yeah, it was like fresh, like like the first time you smoked weed, like where you have like look at the world cartoony again. It's harder and harder to look at it like that. Yeah, I'm like looking at it like now, like dreamy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it anymore. So yeah, hopefully I'm not gonna be sick tomorrow. I'm gonna go into my mom's house and get a COVID test. She said she thinks I have COVID. If I don't feel right tomorrow and I test positive for COVID, then I guess I'd take another day just stretching. I stretched today, a lot. First time since I got it. I stretched so much in my shoulder so much that my shoulder is twitching. The back of my left shoulder is going do 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 like constantly over the last couple of hours. I asked ChatGPT what that means and all kinds of like damage, and that I should stop. It means you should stop if you're twitching like that. But it said massage, so if you're twitching like that, don't stretch anymore. But you can pressure massage it. And I didn't ask it if you could exercise it, but I bet you can. So if I have the energy, we'll see. But yeah, I had kind of like zero motivation. I didn't do. Oh, yeah, let me say what I did today, though. So I get up this morning, kind of late, and then my mom calls me and wants me to, because it was all like blizzardy today, and she could barely talk because she has COVID. And so she asked me to go and get throat lozenges because because she was coughing uncontrollably, and her like cough was like really painful. And so I went in there and got 2 bags and I can't remember what else. I think I got her 2 things. And I got myself bananas. And then I went to the tire place and got my tire pumped up. It has a slow leak. If I can go in there at 8 in the morning, I can do walk-ins. 8 to 8:30, they do walk-ins for fixing the tire. So I'll do that whenever I can get up that early again. But so then I went directly to my mom's house and gave her that stuff, and I think she made me some food or something. We hung out. Yeah, and she was sitting right next to me, and I thought she just had the flu, but then when I came home, she said she took the test for COVID and got positive for COVID, and I don't think she caught whatever she had from me, but even though I got mine a couple days beforehand. And my brother even had it last week and had to take 2 days off work, so I guess everybody's getting it. I should have had the flu shot, but so yeah, tomorrow she wants me to go over there tomorrow. Yeah, I want to go over there tomorrow and see what it says. That was her 4th time getting COVID. So, anyways, I come back here and I'm sitting around like brain dead. not feeling right, but feeling better. So I was stretching and watching like YouTube videos, just random YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff. People pranking people on Bumble, this dude being Pennywise. A bunch of Sean Ryan videos. Oh, I saw the one where he did the World War II soldier who fought on Iwo Jima. I hadn't seen him but get interviewed before. And some other people. Oh yeah, the dude with the UFO. Saw the UFO that was like trafficking kids by like American special forces or something in Africa, and then I guess right after a natural disaster, and then some other ones, and yeah. But anyway, then I was like, oh, dude, like it was like a light bulb came off. I was like, dude, you have to take the IQ test. Like, why not? Why watch it? No, you freaking record yourself taking IQ tests. So yeah, I took a bunch of IQ tests today. After I ate the cookies, I ate the weed cookies, and I got all baked, and I didn't feel I didn't feel good enough to do anything normal, like listen to a book. But I was like, fuck it, let's take the IQ test and the general knowledge test. General knowledge test, like what's it called? Intelligence test, I think is the name of the channel. And yeah, I was just taking a bunch of them, and then the IQ with the numbers. And then I realized that like, if you want to score well, because I'm going to have to score myself and put them up online, and I didn't get genius level on any of them. But like, if you want to score well on these IQ tests online, on these YouTube IQ tests, dude, and I bet you that's going to be a genre pretty damn soon. I'm so surprised. Oh, actually, it is a genre. I mean, there are a lot of people who take IQ tests up there, but I think they only have one. I don't know how many they do. I should check out their channels, but they seem polished. Like the ones that I saw, this one guy was going really fast, like way too fast, dude. Like, maybe it's because I'm just slow, because I'm like baked, obviously, which makes me slow. And then on top of that, I can feel myself being, well, I'm then sick, which makes me dumber. But I can also feel that the weed is still in my brain. I haven't cleared it out. I'm still like foggy from that. But still, this motherfucker was super fast. I only saw a couple of them. I should watch some more, and see how well they do, and compare myself and watch along with a bunch of people. But yeah, when I do like that, do like what they do, but not just like the people who would just have like one, but have like have a whole bunch of them, dude. Like have a whole playlist. Just upload like 100 of them or something over the course of a couple days, and then what I do is because I realized the more IQ tests you take, the better you'll get at the IQ test, because they ask the same question a bunch of times. Like there was this question, how many holes are in the t-shirt? And and I saw the tear in the t-shirt, and I gasped. For some reason, I forgot about the hole on the bottom and on the neck hole and the arm holes, like really stupid ass. And then the one where the images of the women upside down, they're like, what's wrong with the photo? And I'm like, well, the image is upside down. No, it's because the eyes were looking at you normally. And I didn't notice that. That was trippy. And I tried to take like a mathematic based one, which was really hard. Even when I looked at it, it was, I couldn't figure the other ones out. I just gave up on it. So, but like the math related IQ tests, it's the same ones, dude. Like if you take it once, you've nailed that one. Every time they give it to you. Like there's this one where they stagger the numbers, and one of the numbers goes up sequentially, and then the other one goes up like adding two more or whatever, to each one. And like those are, once you know which one you're looking at, it's easy to do. It's just a quick mathematical thing you figure out. And there's a bunch of other like shape-related ones that you can learn with their tricks of the trade and all that. And if you take like 100 of these IQ tests, you're gonna have the IQ thing nailed. You could probably get genius level. You could probably film yourself. In fact, that's what I'm predicting for myself. That's why I want to do it. Because then I thought to myself, You know, people make a lot of money on YouTube, you know, doing videos, and the genre, and a lot of people make a lot of money on YouTube just doing the same thing, the same kind of video, like prank videos or annoy people videos or whatever. And so it's like, why not just do a gazillion IQ test videos, just one after the other, after the other. And it's like, it's not a big deal to do one when I'm really high and I'm not doing well. Like, I made so many bonehead answers that I was like, I can't believe I gave that answer. Like, I wasn't concentrating enough, or I just wasn't there. Like, there's this one answer, what's the longest border in the world? And they're like, America, Canada, Kazakhstan, Russia, and and at first I was like, oh yeah, America, Canada, but then I was like, oh, Kazakhstan, Russia, because I was like, yeah, because maybe it's a trick question, because Kazakhstan maybe like pops out into Russia and then it ends up being longer. And it's like, no, it's America and Canada is my first guess. A lot of time the first guess, you know, is the first one, is the best one. In fact, maybe most of the time, the first guess is the first one. So, and then I can't remember any of the other, but yeah, I made a bunch of ones that I like should have made. But you know, you won't make ones like that again. You'll get better. It's a total skill you practice. It's like you know, going to racquetball and practicing. You know, like you just get better with practice, and so of course that makes you smarter looking. And so, but the other reason. The other reason to do the tests is because you know, if you don't do well on a test, you don't want people to feel stupid. You don't want to, and also it's annoying as hell to take these tests at regular speed with these people are just zooming through. It's like, don't they realize that people are watching? Like see, the one thing that I was doing when I was taking these IQ tests was I was explaining the logic behind my IQ test as I did it and why I gave the reason to most of them, a lot of them. And then, but on the intelligence test channel, which isn't so much an IQ test that you grade yourself on. Well, you grade yourself on it, but not like IQ, whatever your IQ level is. They're just called general knowledge tests. But on those ones, I was totally explaining, because you know they're like multiple choice, and so I was explaining what the other three choices were. You know, like they were saying which one of these is Abraham Lincoln, you know, and I'd be like, well, A is Abraham Lincoln, but then I would describe who the other three were, because I had enough time. They were giving me like 15 seconds or something, and so that was a cool thing to do. But even with the IQ test, I would explain, but those people, they're just going fast, they're like, and then they only have one. I'm gonna make sure see if they have more, but yeah. The best way, so you know, it'll be easier to watch if I'm slower. You know, somebody can take their time more with me, and then, but also if I don't score that highly because I'm high on these and I was sick, that they can score better against me and they can feel smarter. You know, don't you want to take an IQ test that you're better than somebody at, and not get your ass handed to you every time? It makes you feel stupid, and then. Yeah, so, and also, it's a great thing to watch on YouTube. It's a good genre, you know, in this world of like scam rap and scammers and self-snitching, and it's like, come on, you know, let's bring it back to civilized people. So, yeah, I was, I can't remember how many I took, but I took until the battery ran out, and then I charged it up like a couple of nods, and then let the battery run out, and then I took a few on my computer. But I don't really like taking them on the computer because it's not as like real, you know. It kind of makes it, maybe people would feel like you're cheating or something, but I mean, I guess it looks better on the screen. You know, you can see the screen doing along better. But because at one point I was filming myself, like from sitting on the couch, and then I stood up, and then I was like laying on my back stretching, because that's when I started stretching a lot. So yeah, today is the first day since I got sick where I actually kind of like accomplished something to go into those tests and stretch. Yeah, but the thing is, like, taking the IQ test a bunch of times, it'll make me feel like like I could make money with it, like it could get popular and make money, or help me get monetized again for my future when I do it, try to do it. But just because, even if I don't make money, I feel like it's a job, like it's totally worthwhile, like I should be making money. Not like I'm pissed that I'm not making money, but I feel like I should be making money because it's such a cool genre for YouTube that it's worth the time and it, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I really want to get good at that because I'm my thing is taking online tests. You know, I invented the biweekly history test. Um, for all the different historical periods, I invented the idea of like the book reviews, like where you grade yourself, where you talk about it. The two different ways where you actually grade yourself and reciting it, and then where you talk about it, what reminds you of it. And then yeah, and I made all those other pages you can test yourself on my site, like the UN history, the CIA World Factory book, but which I only did America on, but so far. But no, there's some other. I think there was another test I came up with the idea. Anyway, so yeah, I would want to take all these too, you know, to compare all the different ones and yeah, so it's totally. I wasn't yawning all day. All of a sudden, I'm doing the video. I'm yawning, but it's also 2:19 in the morning. Hopefully, this doesn't mean I'll have insomnia. Luckily, I'm not having asthma. See, one cool thing about smoking weed out of my house, the weed out of my house, is I totally notice that it's way better on my lungs, you know? Like, if I smoke weed from the store, sometimes my lungs get really agitated. And one thing that I noticed also is that before I even grew these weed plants, I noticed that smoking the weed out of the plants was way better on my lungs than before. You know, when you buy it on the black market. Yeah. And so, because the weed itself, but also the scraping all the time. But yeah, this house weed, it's like, yeah, it's good. So anyways, oh man, the lights are still on. I need to turn those bastards off. The hairs are still straight, so that's why it looks like there's another week or whatever. But when I feel like the nug on the top, it's thick. It's thick and it's solid, like more solid than the other plants. Those other plants, it seemed like they were kind of soft. Yeah, and it's sticky, solid and sticky. And I'm like, damn, dude, is this gonna be like a better one? But yeah, I'm still high. Yeah, so tomorrow, if I still feel sick, you know, and I don't want to exercise for whatever reason, because if I have COVID, you know, COVID kind of makes you brain dead. Maybe that explains why I got it, if I do have COVID, because COVID's easier to catch. And I thought that I was like too cool to get sick, you know, because I haven't had a fever for like since like 2004 it was, when I was in Chile. I was sick for like a long ass time, like a week or something. And luckily I was married, so Paula was taking care of me. I was just sitting there watching TV. But but yeah, so what I'll do tomorrow is, if I can't do anything physical, you know, or all I want to do is stretch, then I'll take the IQ test again. You know, I'll make sure that my video camera, oh, and also on the other video cameras, so I don't have to deal with doing it with the computer. I'm gonna delete all the stuff on the other video cameras and then try to make sure that they're all charged. They always get filled up, even though they're empty. I have to like reformat them all the time. So I guess maybe because the cards that I got for them, the gigabytes were too big, you know? Like, it's risky getting cards with gigabytes that are big, you know, for your video camera. You might be like, oh, you know, it's convenient because you don't have to worry about running out of space, but now you have to worry about the thing having to get reformatted all the time, and like sometimes just malfunctioning and breaking. You know, it's way more finicky. Even the highest quality ones, expensive ones. But yeah. So I yeah, I'm gonna go into my room now and lie down and close my eyes, and maybe I'll be all tripped out from my reefer. Ah, dude, I'm almost in like dreamland from that reefer, dude. Like how, like almost having like waking dreams, like in all other realities overlapping in my entire mind right now. That's some good shit. Maybe I should smoke some more. No, I'll give it to my mom and be like, make strong cookies with this. Because she got this like plant that I gave her, the first plant that I gave her, and I smoked a bunch of it too. She made a jar. She like filled an entire jar full of pot butter that she makes cookies with in it. And when I looked at it, it was like dark brown. It looked like it was good thickness, but I don't know. Maybe she doesn't use enough of the butter or something in the cookies, or but I guess she uses the right amount. What else? Yeah, but she said that she'd get a whole bunch of batches though, so maybe you could make them stronger with more butter. But but anyway, okay, so that's enough talking. That's the video. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this now because I'm actually really tired. I was going to when I started recording it, but I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. I've been kind of in the habit of doing that lately. I've been like super lazy, dude. Like insanely fucking lazy since I started trying to get back in shape. Like as far as like doing stuff. Not so much trying to get in shape, except for when I was just doing the stretching. I don't know if you would call that lazy, but but I mean like, yeah, I mean just with my life in general. Like I haven't connected my Strava yet, my Garmin to my Strava or Swift, and like when I ride or my bike when I ride, doesn't connect. I haven't tried to figure it out yet. I just when I ride inside, I was just it was only been a few times, but I record just how long I ride, and then I just look at the gears and I try to record in what gear and RPM I'm in, because when I ride on the indoors. You know, like riding there and watching music videos or doing whatever, in all the different positions, sitting up and stuff. I usually ride at about a 70 RPM because when I'm in cruising, because I counted. I set the timer for a minute and I counted, and it was at right about 70. So it wasn't any of these like pedal for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. Like I counted for the entire minute, and it was about 70, and that's how much I usually pedal at. And so if you combine that with whatever gear, because when you're riding all day long like that, you usually just find a gear and stick with it. It's not like you're riding and then you bonk or whatever, you get weaker and now I have to use an easier gear, you know, because I'm only going on rides that are like 5 hours so far, which is kind of like a ride that you can keep your endurance even. So you can know, you already know like how far, you could calculate how far you went or what your watts were, you know. If I ask ChatGPT, I'm curious to see how accurate ChatGPT is, because they said, ChatGPT said that in 54:19 at 70, which I think is what my strength is now. That's what I was in this ride. That was 5 hours. ChatGPT said that's between 180 and 200 watts. I think that's what they said. Or maybe it was, yeah, 180, 210. No, 180, 200 watts. So I guess I was like 190 watts. But I don't know if I was that strong. I mean, if I actually am, that'd make me super happy, because what I remember, it was before when I ride, it would be like 160 or on a ride outside. Right outside, and also on the rollers there when I was doing it with the same computer. But then when I don't feel good, like down to 130. But I don't know. We'll see. Usually, like when I'm out of shape and only riding, like I can ride at like Yeah, I should. I didn't ask. This is when I was going up Flagstaff. I would like ride at whatever 160, and then when I'm fresh or I'm out of the saddle to try to push it for a little bit, I can hold 240 watts for about a minute. Yeah, if I'm fresh or if I'm trying to hammer. And so now, like, because every once in a while, when I was riding on the thing the other day, I'm riding around supposedly, according to ChatGTP, at like 190 watts, or at least at a 50 on the Wahoo Smart Trainer, a 5419 at 70 RPM, and then I gear the gear down. But with mine, I have like 11 speed, so the next one down is an 18. So I gear down to 18, and I stand up, for like a minute. So I don't know. That's maybe like cranks it up to like 210 watts or something. I don't know. And sometimes, but I think maybe sometimes, I don't know if on the other one I took it down to 17 and stood up. I don't know what that would be, but maybe maybe now I'm at where I can do the 240 watts for a minute. So I don't know. So I've only been on a couple rides. So that's what I'm gonna. That's why I don't really even need a computer. If I'm too lazy to try to figure it out, because the only thing I care about is training, right? So the reason that I'm not doing all that other stuff in my life, I'm behind in my life. Like I've got ferret shit everywhere, and I don't know how to work my electronics for the bike. Is because I don't want to waste any time doing anything other than training, and that constitutes as doing something. But not that I'm too lazy. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit brain damaged from the weed. Or yeah, it's like I'm like cooked. So, but I'm glad that I'm getting high off of this weed. Like legit high, dude. For reals high. Like dreamy high. Anyways, yeah, I think I've spoken enough. That's like a long video. I think I'm gonna upload this tomorrow, dude. Yeah, and then plug this sucker up there, and then yeah. But if I do exercise tomorrow, I think what I'm gonna do is see the edema on my leg is gone. I'm gonna do that dumbbell exercise again, the one that I recorded, and I think I'll put it up. And yeah, and then work out in here with all the stuff I have. There's new exercises I want to do over there. I got an ankle thing, so I can do it with the maybe figure out to do leg exercises with my pulley workout over there. Because you don't have the cool thing about the pulley workout is that you don't have to use that much weight, as much weight as you do in the gym, if you use perfect form and you do it really slowly. Because you can figure out a way to make it hurt and burn. If you just high enough reps. Kind of like how you can do like stretching and make it burn just from that. So that's what I want to try tomorrow. And there's this other one that I got, this piece that I got where you pull it down together that I want to do some. So yeah, just lift weights as much as I can, and then yeah, try to do the rower as much as I can until my butt gets sore. And then maybe the bike and the swim, and then the treadmill. Maybe see if I can run a little bit on the treadmill. Oh, and I realized on the treadmill, it has the handbars on the side, and I can do dips on that. I've never done it. I want to try to start doing dips too. Yeah, and pull-ups and everything. So I'm so weak, it's unbelievable. So that's why I'm just 100%. So that's cool that I'm 100%, because I know I'm not gonna get. Dude, I'm like all tripping now. I'm tripping out, dude. Like I'm on fucking acid. Like I just had a idea about training. Yeah, the magic world of training. And that's all I care about. Like a 20-year-old. Dude, I love that weed, man. That's my little baby, that weed. I think I took off all these dead plants on it, or leaves on it, and cleaned it up. And for the first time, and I was looking at it, yeah, and it was all these leaves on the ground. But I noticed that there's a whole bunch of plants. I forgot one of them like died. I think maybe because I touched it or because it got too wet. But I noticed there's a whole bunch of reefer plants, dude, popping up. And like, yeah, because half of them are going to end up being males that I have to kill. But maybe there'll be enough, because I have more seeds too. I should throw more seeds when they get bigger. Maybe and I plant them in their own plants. Maybe I'll get enough where I can grow some more in the bathroom, because I have another grow light in the bathroom, and you can legally have 6 per person. So maybe I could have like, I could be literally, I could start growing 6 plants at a time. And then what if they all more or less come to, because there's a lot that are around the same size, come to fruition at the same time? You know, and I'm not even smoking. Imagine like I'm snipping like 6 full-grown weed plants at the same time. Imagine how much weed I'm gonna have. I can make a bunch of reefer cookies. So anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna quit smoking weed though, altogether, because pretty much, because my lungs, dude, my lungs, yeah, I have to, because my lungs are totally trashed. I have asthma all the time. Yeah, exercise-induced asthma, and it makes it so that I can't push myself at all. Like, you know, like there's all these fitness tests I could do, like how fast could I air grow set 2K? I can't even think about that, because if I try to actually take the test, it'll just give me an asthma, and I'll be like, no, I'm not gonna push through. Like, I'm already out of shape. Why would I be out of shape and then get this asthma and be like, then it's just you battling asthma, you know? So it's better to just wait like a month or 2 for the asthma to clear up, you know, and then you get fit enough, and then I'll finally have the time to like push myself. But hitting from rock bottom, you know, maybe it'll keep me from getting distracted. The thing that pisses me off is the reason. See, I was a bike racer, and that never came together because I always had other things to do, and it didn't even bother me that much. I was like, yeah, well, you just do it whenever you get around, and I never would have quit ever. But my father insisted that I do it, and now I'm pissed off. I'm like, no, why did I let him? So it's like, but then I'm like, maybe I'm not pissed off because now I'm doing it now. I'm actually not, because I'm pissed off. I'm not, because I'm like, because it was my destiny to only do it when I'm at this age, because I just didn't have the time, you know, and and plus I get to do it when it's the best time to do it with the technology, and for me, but with materially, but yeah, I just could do it until now, but yeah, and I guess I needed to get to rock bottom to be able to concentrate. Well, I didn't need to, but it makes it, God damn it, it makes it easier for me. Oh yeah, and I also needed to accomplish enough other things so that I felt good about not distracted, and feel like I'm in my proper place to just be training all the time, because I deserve it. I paid my debts to society with the website. I didn't have to finish anything. I just started projects, and that's enough. Do the projects for the ideas and whatever I can help out with for whoever can, because people can look at my my site and build off of that, you know. Like if I were to get hit by a bus and die tomorrow and my website stays up, gazillions of people could get up there and make awesome YouTube videos based off of what I have there, and you know, it's like taking the ball and running with it, and I did most of the work. All they have to do is the finishing touches. So yeah, that's why I'm like, and even if nobody, you know, benefits, it's like, well, they should, so I don't feel guilty, you know. So yeah, I'm like perfectly in the right spot right now. But I'm frustrated that it's taking so long to get in shape. Like, yeah, I can feel that I'm still withered away and weak and everything. And I was looking at my shoulder today, I was trying to film my muscles twitching so I could put it on YouTube, but because it twitches all the time. I was doing it right now, and a lot, like do, almost like I have a second heart pumping right here. But every time, and then I would look in the shoulder and I'd see the muscles going do. But then I turn the video camera on and they stop. It's the weirdest thing. It's like the double slit experiment. So I can't even remember what the hell I was talking about. So that's enough talking. I'm going to go to bed now, and hopefully I'll have dreams, dude. I'm super curious to know if I'll have dreams tonight, because I'm having like waking dreams. Like, so, like for a bit I was having, like, you know how sometimes you have waking dreams? I don't know if you've ever had that. Or when you're halfway asleep and your body falls asleep, but your mind is still awake, so you can hear people talk. And if you want to get up really fast, you can't, because your body's asleep, and you have to kind of like, and it's actually kind of frightening. It's like paralysis, sleep paralysis. But But sometimes the next level in sleep paralysis, you actually start dreaming, and then you doze in and out of sleep, right? So like you're asleep and you can have like a full dream, even though you're only asleep for like a couple seconds, then you wake up, that kind of thing. Okay, well, I'm having those kinds of dreams, full waking while I'm doing a YouTube video. I'm having like 5 dreams at the same time while I'm talking on this video, dude. And it was even like spatial. Like I'm looking off in the distance, and over there was the dream about this, and over there was the dream I was having about that. And this is all goes by in the flash of an eye, like ephemerally, like split second. So it's not like I can tell you what those dreams were, but they had to do with like writing and training. And so I'm like, yeah, man. At least I don't even know if it was that many, but that's what it seems like. So, anyways, so yeah, man. So that's why I'm curious. Am I gonna have dreams tonight? Because my brain, because it's weed, but maybe not because I got high. Because when you get high, you can't remember your dreams. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.